Good afternoon, guys. It is Crystal and Nathan is behind the camera. We are here from Clueless Plant Duo. I am going to do a overhaul and a plant tour for you guys. If you go back a couple videos, we did one over at Nathan's house, and we thought we'd give you a look into what I have. So let's get started. Let's dive right in, okay? We're going to start with the rail. I took them all down just to make it easier. This one is a string of hooks. Nathan had this one first, and then I copied him, and I love it. I love how chunky they get. They let you know when they want to be watered, and she's a beauty.
Hold it up. Show them how long it is.
This guy's long, long, long.
It is beautiful.
And we've got two props going for her, actually. Going to see if I can get another big one. This one is form of a pothos. This is the, lost the name.
Scindapsus.
Scindapsus.
I believe it's a satin.
The leaves are, like you can hear that. The leaves are very, very thick. They're beautiful. We all know that pothos don't like to have a lot of water. Just when they're thirsty, give them a drink. They like a little bit of sun. This was the plant that I had picked up from Home Depot, and this is the goldfish plant. And you can see right there, little buds. They really do look like goldfish. Super cute.
It is very cute.
Super, super cute. All right, we are going to dive right into the cabinet. I love the Splendid. So this is actually a clipping from Nathan's plant. This is just propping in water, but look at the roots on it. These roots are terrific. So I'm going to leave it in there to root up a little bit more, and then I'm going to put it into the one I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, so there's a little prop of a Splendid. Let's put her down here. And then I will show you what I'm going to put it into. So this is my Splendid. That leaf is coming in. This one's a beauty. This one's hurting. And I lost the rest of them, guys. But you know what? This happens. We're all learning. This one was a major underwater. So that was the problem for this one. So once that prop goes, I'm going to try and fill this back out and we'll try again. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. This one is my new baby. Oh, Nathan, we haven't looked at this leaf. Look at it. So this is my Monstera
Burl Marks flame.
Yes, I don't know why I stuttered over that one. I got so excited by looking at it.
You know what? It's going to be a beauty once it gets
This is going to be a beauty. So these, they can be a bit pricey. So I got a clipping, a cutting. So this is in very chunky perlite, a teeny tiny little bit of charcoal, and that was giving it enough. So if you look right here, you can see the roots and everything going. So I'm so afraid to repot it or do anything. So I think I'm just going to leave it in here for a little bit. The new leaf that's coming in. Now the flames, they barely grow. They are...
I heard they were extremely slow growing.
So I had this leaf and one other one when we first purchased it. One died off, and then this is the next one. So I'm glad that I'm getting another one. So that's my new little baby, and little it is. This one, I don't know what the heck is going on with life. This is a Florida ghost. 2 leaves. It's doing nothing for me. It's doing nothing. Nathan's is beautiful, and his cabinet just keeps shooting off.
It's always, I find that when you're starting off so small, that it takes a lot longer for them to get going. But once they get going, I think that they're supposed to kick off a little bit more. But you had a nice root system in there.
They're just so thin. I didn't expect them to be that thin inside. Like, look at that. Excuse my broken nail, but look at that. Nathan broke that nail, remember, guys?
Okay. That's still a lie.
Okay, so this is, Alocasias are my other favorite. So this is a pink princess, guys. And as you can see, she's flopping. She's hanging on to life. I've got a whole bunch of corms hanging on. So we have determined that she needs to be, I was going to say buried deeper, but she's going to have to be, but she's got healthy stalk. Like she's got bones. She's got life. So I'll deal with that one after. But that is a Alocasia pink princess.
Yeah, don't win every single one.
No,
right?
God, no. And these two right here, when I first started my plant collection, I purchased a Monstera. I call it Delicioso, like the pizza. And we didn't hack it up, but we wanted to try our hand at propagating. So what we did was we used it. And these are two original cuttings from that plant. And they're going. I just have them in Latusa Pond inside. Root system are going. I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys yet, but these were just, I'm going to show you this one. This was just a big stalk. That was all that was in this cup. And it's gone from there. I got a little nubbin. Remember the nubbin? Got the nubbin. And this one was the same. It was just a stalk. We've got two little nubs.
Era was trying to get down into the pond.
Into the pond, exactly. So that's from that. This one is a baby Alocasia poly. A teeny tiny little poly. Oh, let's appreciate. Look at this one. Oh, that's just a little dirt. Yeah, this is just, she's just a little one. Love the Alocasias. Love them. And then we have, oh, this was the other Hoya that I couldn't figure out the name. Guys, help me out here. We have this Hoya is awesome because when new leaves grow in, they grow in this color. And then they turn into the nice green. I can't for the life of me figure out the name of this one. And I don't know why it's going so leggy. So should I trim that, guys? Should I leave it? What should I do? I actually need a little bit of advice on this one. So hop there in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. Let me know the name of it too so I can, so she's not so lonely. This is another form of a tricolor Hoya. They come in white. She grows quite nicely. Very pretty. Hoyas are good. They're nice and thick. They always reminded me of like succulent leaves with how thick they are. Same all the way around. So this is in the family of the tricolor one, tricolor Hoyas. Oh, I'm dropping soil everywhere. And this one I found at a mom and pop shop. This is the Hoya. It's not Carrie. What is it?
Is it Carrie Eye?
Carrie Eye. When there's two eyes, it's I-E. Okay, so this is the, you know, when you go into a local greenhouse and they have the heart-shaped one plucked in, that's what this is. So this started with the two heart-shaped ones plucked in. So I thought that was really cool. I picked it up. It grew. I had to cut it because it was hitting the top of the cabinet. I got really leggy.
Those roots are loving the cabinet, eh?
Yeah, they were bigger. They were a lot bigger. I gave it a big snip. You can see here that it's starting right there too to come in. Can you see that underneath there? And then up here, it's starting to do things from when I chopped. This one needs a good water though. Soil's dry. Give that a water. And then I love this one. So this was 2 plants I put into one. This is my Crimson Queen. She's a beauty. She's just a beauty. Look at the white. Anything variegated with white, you'll see that I'm very drawn to. Very drawn to. Like, look at this leaf back here. Oh, little splash of green, all white. This new one, I'm obsessed with this new one growing in. So anything variegated, we know that it does require a ton of light. So that is one of the main reasons I have her in the cabinet, is to get her close to the light and to manage the temperature. I just want to keep the temperature managed for her. We did a video on this one. This was my brother's surprise, my brother Christmas surprise. This is the Addisonii elbow. It's, this was that leaf. So if you go back, I think it was maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos ago, was the unveiling of it in the van. This leaf hadn't come out yet. So this leaf is out, as you can see. This leaf is white. She's happy. She's perky. She's in a chunky mix. I didn't change anything. I'm just letting her acclimate to her surroundings. So that's her. That is her. And then we have a Birkin.
You love this one.
I love my Birkin. So this has been the same as my Ring of Fire. I've had it in cabinet, out of cabinet. She does well either way, but I think I just feel like her leaves are more hardy and happier in. So she's in cabinet. We've got a new one popping in. I don't know why. Just get a Birkin. Get a Birkin. They're beautiful.
And you've done really well with this, because a lot of comments that I've heard is that it has the nickname Reverkin, because it reverts a lot. So I don't think it's a stable variegation. I think that the conditions need to be right for this thing to actually continue on. Oh,
and my Birkin has...
Yeah, and yours have just... It's been fantastic.
I have had some pest issues. So there's been pest issues with this one, but if I watered more often, I would notice it more often. So I think that's the only reason. That's what I have Nathan for. He's like, okay, Sunday, it's plant day. Come on, Chris, come on. Now this one...
And then she tells me where to go.
Yeah, and then I come home and I really do it. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this. This is my Zebrina. Look at the stalk. Let's just look at the stalk. The stalk is beautiful. We know exactly why it's called a Zebrina alocasia, okay? It looks exactly like one. This is my 5th. Yep. I want all of you to get it out. Get it out of you. And I am a sucker for punishment, and I keep getting another one, and I keep having the same bloody issues. This leaf has a little bit of green, so I haven't cut it yet. This leaf is following along, and this leaf is the only one that may or may not be holding on, but it can't help all of it. I truly, truly need help. If any of you out there have mastered the Zebrina, please, please, please reach out and help me, because I love her and I want like 5 of them in my collection, but I can't keep them alive. And you know what? I'm woman enough to say that. My 5th one. My 5th one. And don't give up. Guys, if you kill it and you love it, get another one. All right. This is an Alocasia Portei, P-O-R-T-E-I.
Portei.
Portei. Just that simple? Portei.
You know,
I'm going to call him Porter. I just cut off a leaf that had pretty much done the same thing. This is not an easy one either. The Alocasias, they're bitchy, but I love them. So I'm going to keep trying. So Portei, these leaves, this leaf is cool. It's just cool. The stem reminds me of the Zebrina, so that's probably what attracted me to it. We're going to keep trucking with it, guys. I'm going to keep trucking. And then I have, this is so sad. I have a baby Zebrina that is dying as well. You know what? We're not going to look at it.
It looks like a Jacqueline.
Is this a Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other one. The Jacqueline and the Zebrina we can't manage. You know what? We don't need to talk about this one. This is the Jacqueline. Oh, just look at it. That's all I'm going to say about it. We have, and Nathan is having this problem too with the Jacqueline. So this is not just me. I don't know what's going on with this. We're going to take this out and we're going to give it a look. Okay. This is the Syngonium elbow. Now this one is, apparently I need help with a few of them. I got this plant 1.5 years ago. Okay, so let's take a look at these leaves. Variegation is just to die for. And like I said, anything that looks like this, you have my heart. This isn't doing anything for me. I don't know why, because the roots are massive. I have it in Lechuza down at the bottom. So I had repotted it. It didn't do anything. The roots started to grow, so I put it in some Lechuza pond down at the bottom to, you know, consistently keep it wet. And it just, I don't know, guys. I don't know what it's happy. It just isn't growing. I have not gotten a new leaf on this guy in months and months and months. And Nathan, look at this. We have some form of a Alocasia growing in there. How did that even happen?
That's weird.
I know, and that's strong too. So that will be interesting.
Yeah, it might be a mellow.
Mellow. Stay tuned. Okay, there's for that one. And then we have, what is this one? It's an Alocasia.
It's very velvety.
It's very velvety.
I like the veining in that one. It's very sharp and contrasty.
It is. And this isn't a new one, so I'm not sure. I don't know which one this is, guys. But it's an Alocasia.
Put it in the comments if you know what it is.
Yeah, apparently the comments are going to be overflowing with...
Ideally.
Why do you have so many plants you don't know what they are? Because of love. I love them. Look at this. Don't dry out soil. You think I put that in there and I'd actually follow it, eh? This is a Alocasia Yucatan. Yucatan? So, like, look at this stem. Look at underneath. And then look at the top. Yucatan.
That's actually... That's pretty smooth.
This is pretty smooth. So it did not fare well when I first brought it home. So we lost one. But, you know, maybe Crystal dried out the soil. So maybe that's why I left myself a note. So Yucatan, that's actually, I forgot I had that in there and I just fell in love again. Alocasia caprica.
Capria or Cupria.
Or the way I say it. So this one is, she's beautiful. I'm going to show you the back. As soon as he gets the front, look at the back. Look at that. It's like a whole other plant when you turn it around because the colors are just so different. Let her stop shaking. There we go.
No.
And this one grew right around the main one. How rad is that? I love what plants do. I love what they bring us. I love plants. I love alocasias. Okay, and this one, I've got a chopstick in there because I don't know what this is doing. So I pretty much am going to be letting this one do its thing, grow. If it's going to die, that's going to be A-okay because I'm going to take the corms and start over. So the leaves, you can hear are crinkly. It's been watered. So we do know alocasias are fussy. So I think I just have to master exactly what they need. And previous video, we had talked about that. So
yeah, you're going to try
completely different medium. This is a Jose Bueno. Take a look. Pretty, eh? I love it. The aerial roots. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I mean, again, the variegation. You'll find a lot in my collection have, and I'm very drawn to the variegation. I'm not big on the colors, like flowery colors. I'm huge on the different color greens. And there you have it. That's a perfect example why. Perfect example. So that is it for the rustic cabinet. We are going to head over to my tall cabinet. This is Dean, guys. Dean is Mr. Dean McDowell. I found him in a mom and pop shop, actually, when Nathan and I had gone on our travels. Inside, if you want to take a look, Dean is a crawler. So this trellis is massive for him. I know that, but I want to get him going. We're going to cut him, yeah, he's going to be cool.
Yeah, you're trying to get it to the end of the trough there. And then basically you put another trough right beside it. And Dean should jump from one pot to the other, and then you'd actually be able to cut it back from there.
I wish you could feel this, though. This is like so rock hard. That's going to be another leaf. I've lost one leaf. But he is very prone to spider mites. Very prone. But no, he's hardy. He's thick. And he's really pretty. He's really, really pretty. So I'm going to put him right down here because this thing is heavy. But that's Dean. I love me some Dean. Okay. This is my Millsbo Tall. I am not a fan of my Millsbo Tall, but that is a whole other video. And I'll explain at the end of this video why it's a whole other video. So let's give her an unlock. Okay. We'll go through this one. Oh, I can feel the humidity. I love that. So I want to start with this one right away because in Nathan's tour, we had talked about this, the string of dolphins. So my string of dolphins were doing really well. I have them hanging in the back window. It is not faring and doing so well anymore. The top burnt, like we had talked about this before. It looks burnt. It looks dehydrated. Mine's not, though. So he thinks he didn't give it enough water. I know I did because I was very picky with this one and my hooks, and I had them together. So then I repotted it, and that's how we discovered that the roots on a string of dolphins, this pot, the root system is right here. So mind blown. We honestly were mind blown. So I think what we want to do is try and maybe start over fresh, and we're going to put it in something, think of like a very shallow plate. And we want to try it like that, where it can literally grab onto what it needs to. So this pot, it's massive for it, massive, if the roots are only maybe right there. So it definitely did not like being replanted. It definitely did not. So I have this in the cabinet for the reasoning of maybe it needed some humidity. But as you can see, guys, that was not the case. We have one of our kidlets coming in. This one is a variegated pearls. So if you look, it is variegated white and green. And of course, Crystal loves her variegation. Now I put these in the cabinet, my variegated pearls and my regular ones, to see if it would help. I've noticed that it is not helping these, but helping the pearls. So let's take a look at those ones next. They've grown longer. You have to be super gentle taking them out because before you know it, you rip a whole leg off, right? But look at how hardy these are. And this was just little. I love them. I had pearls. It's one of the first plants I had gotten. And I had killed the pearls so dramatically that I was traumatized for so long until I got, I think I started with the variegated pearls, didn't I? And I've kept those alive.
Yeah, they kept for the longest time. They're like, you know what? If she could keep them alive, I can. And we all saw for mine struggling a little bit.
All right, let's go to one of my favorites. Can anybody guess what this is? This is a Monstera Thai constellation. They're not as rare as what they used to be. No,
they're a little bit more common now. They
are more common now.
A year ago, a little bit more, but thanks to tissue culture,
they're not.
You're able to get them a little bit, but that does not take away from the beauty of these.
I don't even care. I don't care if you can get them at the corner store. So actually, I was talking to Nathan about this morning, and I had watered 2 weeks ago in this cabinet, and look at what happened in 2 weeks. I can't believe it. And then you can see right here. And right here. So we're also going to do a video on pots, and then you'll know exactly why I like it. But I don't think I'm going to do this pot again. I don't like that it's going through. Look at this one trying to pop through. Just nonsense. Just nonsense. Little guy. String of watermelons. They've been holding on, but my string of watermelons are definitely not thriving. So this string, I can guarantee you when I see another set, I will be picking up. So this will be the, oops, I did it again. And I will try again. So string of pearls, it was, because they say you're not supposed to water it too often and lots of light. But this guy is just, some of it looks okay, like a strand here. And then, yeah, so that's enough with the string of watermelon. Then we have this beauty that's giving me another one. Does anybody know what this is? This is a Florida green. She's a beauty. They just got to water, so it's dripping everywhere, but I'm okay with that. I threw her in the cabinet, and I swear to goodness, the roots that just started going were nuts. This root is, like, and I just think this stuff's so cool. This root has rooted in. Like, look at that. The aerial roots, aerial rooted. And then we've got a new one coming in. Give him a little happy dance. I know. Let's appreciate. Appreciate. I'm actually going to put him right back in because. And the Pepermonia Hope. This guy just goes. So I'm going to figure out how to prop because I want to fill it out. Right? Because it's only got 2 strands. So I want to figure this guy out so I can prop it, fill her out, and it can look like Nathan's.
Yeah, right. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, right? Always is. Now, this is my first Anthurium. This was gifted to me. And I am going to see if I can do this. So this is a Anthurium
crystallinum.
Crystallinum.
Yeah, at least we're pretty sure of that one.
Look at that. I don't know why I haven't got into Anthuriums. It's, I think what it is I don't want to say that I tend to shop for not the basic plants, but the more common ones. And I'm comfortable there. That's a comfortability. So it's just been recently that I've gone out and I've got the rare plants. I've got a couple of rare plants, spent some extra money, and said, you know what, if you can grow all these, then you can grow one rarity. So I'm going to rock it. So first Anthurium. And she's beautiful. And she's got my name in her name. Talk about a little piece of...
So she's a troublemaker.
She's going to be something. And everyone needs one of these in their collection. This one just got watered today. By tomorrow, the leaves will be completely happy, erect. This is a silver sword. And these is also a crawler. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but the aerial roots are down. It's looking for somewhere to crawl already. Let me move this leaf. You can see it right there. It's already looking for somewhere to crawl.
I wonder if it almost, the structure almost has it that you could be a climber or a crawler. I think you could probably train it to
do both. Mm-hmm. We're going to find out.
Sure.
And look at this. That's a new leaf coming in. So it'll split right there, and a new aerial root is coming out down there, which this is my favorite, is to watch the process of it. So, silver sword. Everyone needs one of these. Everyone. Throw that down there. And then we have a tortum. Nathan has a tortum in his collection, and I was never a fan. Looks creepy. It looks spiderwebby. And the more I looked at it, the more I realized, you know what, I really like that creepy looking plant. So this was more of I had to really fall in love. It didn't just happen to me. And I mean, I'm getting a new one here and getting to watch it get bigger, because I got this one when it was a little bit smaller. So the tortum, Nathan can give you all the information when you watch his plant tour video.
Yeah, part about the audio on that one. We just got mics after that. So
new mics.
Look at it, we're fancy now.
We're trying, guys.
So we do apologize that. So anybody that's actually watches some of our earlier stuff all the way through, we greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, we do.
Because
and we're getting
we understand that it's painful.
It's not that painful, because we have so much fun doing this.
We do have a lot of fun.
We have so much fun. I think this is the most serious I've been. So, and this is just a little string of bananas. So, did you get rid of your string of bananas?
It did not make it.
It did. That's right. That went to the dead pile.
Why do you have to say it like that? Yeah, guys, you know, we all have that spot in our yard where when the plant didn't quite make it, it gets dropped. So that's the dead pile.
The thing I love about the strings is you can tell they're happy when they shoot right up like this. So technically, they're not supposed to want the extra humidity and dampness.
I don't know.
But my string seems to be very happy. But it also needs a water. So I don't know if it's getting... Anyways, string of bananas in the cabinet. What do we got next? So this is my tetrasperma. I love the leaves on these guys because it's, what's the word that we were using? Like the dinosaurs, the...
Prehistoric.
Prehistoric. That's the word. I forgot it. So prehistoric. So that's one of my most favorite reasons, is because the leaves and everything, it looks so prehistoric to me. It looks like a dinosaur just came and started walking all over the plant. I love it.
Yeah, these are very voracious growers.
Oh my god.
So nice too.
It does. You sound so surprised when you say that.
Well,
like, Chris, it's growing. It's actually not dying.
You know, I've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot. And I always get weirded out because in the cabinets, the roots will go fuzzy. And I always get weirded out like it's rotting. But that's normal, guys. I looked it up. I looked it up on a whole bunch of different videos. And this is normal. This is just happy, moist humidity. So,
side note, your nails look very nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's my one broken one, but that's okay. I'm like, I can't do my plant tour today, Nathan. My nail's broken.
That's what happened.
That was it. I'm doing the plant tour today.
We're gonna waste a day because of a nail, right? That's what you're saying?
So this is the same as the one hanging. I'll just show you again. This one was a baby when I got it. And this was the pothos, this Scindapsus. Just nice, just lovely. Just the colors. Okay. And then we have a Hoya compacta, the lipstick plant. Let's take her out. You want to take her out of there so you can give her a good see? So this one is, I will tell you right now, you can look at all the little spots, are prone to mealybugs. Prone. They have so many places to hide because of all the different spots. But I really like it. I really like her. I don't tend to get ones like that. That's more Nathan's thing. But when I saw her, I fell in love. I got into Hoyas really big last year. So I really like that one. And then guys, take a look inside in the corner. We have some Spanish moss hanging inside.
We have to.
We have to. Oh, look down here. It's so nice and green. Needs a water. You can tell it needs water when you go like this and it crinkles and it goes everywhere. Now we're getting to my favorite section of my cabinet.
This, I think, would probably be safe to say that Monsteras are the things that have gotten you into everything.
Monsteras are what has got me into everything. So this is, if you watch Nathan's plant video, his overhaul, he got himself a huge Aurora.
That was, yeah.
Aurea. I call it Aurora because, I mean, they're princesses.
It was in rough condition.
Rough condition, but she was a big one. This is one of the original cuttings. And these are one of the original cuttings. So like the second, third, fourth cut from it. So these are the leaves that had a little bit more damage, which is okay because all you need is roots.
It was mid cutting, so it had to basically.
So this one, right? I took off the brown because the rest of that was all brown. This has taken a while, but it's finally given out a big nubbin.
Big nubbin.
This one too, I don't know if you got that, but this one's giving me a big nubbin. Okay, so Monstera Aurora. Aurora. That's what I call her.
Yeah.
Now this one is special. And I know you guys are going to be like, why is that special? It is just a regular Monstera Delicioso. Because I didn't know Nathan had did this, but he had taken a clipping from the original one, the one that we had cut up, and I was devastated because it didn't survive.
You had a lot of cuttings, like
a lot of cuttings,
and they all died.
Yeah,
except for the one that she's holding right now.
And Nathan took this home. Like this mic, I might tear. So he took this home and he grew it. And you know what? I'm at his house every day, and I didn't even think about it because why would I? He's not into the Monsteras like I am. Anyways, he came over, I don't know, about a month ago, and he, was walking over with this pot, and he gave it to me when the new leaf popped in variegated.
Yeah.
So this is very, very special because this is my first original OG.
Monstera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this... Nice roots. I might lose that leaf, but that's okay. The lighting, and I will explain all that to you. So the roots are terrific. Sorry, I kind of ripped that up from you. See the pot? Just awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now this was, again, I'm going to reference Nathan's video because this was the 2 ties that we had gotten. I'm just going to take that right off.
That's it. That's the first one.
First leaf gone. I just took her off. Throw that right over there. So this root system was ridiculous. So I needed a pot to be able to house her. And I'm second guessing everything now. I've been talking about this for weeks, actually. He's probably getting sick of hearing it. I don't want it in this anymore. So I think this is the one that I'm going to put into Leca or Letuza. I think I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
We're experimenting.
Yeah, we are. So this is too big. It's just too big. Regardless of the roots, Monsteras like to be, they like to be a little bit of root bound. They do not like having tons of room to grow because then all the growth is going to go into the roots and they'll just go and go and go. I want leaves. That's what I want. I want beauty. I'm selfish. I want that. I don't want this to fill up with roots.
Hey, and it matches your earrings.
Oh, yes. Monstera obsessed much? Okay, so tie constellation if I didn't let you know. And my most favorite plant and my pride and joy. I turned 40 and Nathan and my daughter.
You're not allowed to tell this yet.
I'm not allowed to tell this yet.
We're gonna give them,
this is my Monstera elbow. We have had this for a few years. Nathan has the top cutting because that's what love is. You can see it right here. Right there is where we cut it. It was a great cut. It's calloused over beautifully. The only thing we regret is not starting the channel sooner to do that cut with you. I'm a definite beginner. Nathan is beginner intermediate, so it would have been great to do that with you guys. Yeah, so
you'd see all the roots that
are
jumped out and they grabbed hold of that moss pole, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When we do the moss pole video, the plant or in the pot video, we'll get into all that. This moss is still a little bit damp, and I haven't watered this one in about 2 weeks. So that's good. Monsteras, they don't like to be soaking wet all the time. And like Nathan had explained, as long as these aerial roots have somewhere to go that's damp, i.e. moss, then we're good to go. So this is my baby. It's been through hell and back. I have the bottom cutting, so the leaves aren't as sexy as the top, but you know what? I don't care. No judgment.
They're still.
I don't care. She's my baby. Okay. So this is a white princess, Philodendron white princess, right?
Yes.
Yes. Just like the white knight. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ones were rare. The white wizard, the white knight, the white princess.
Yeah, it was a craze like a year ago.
Huge craze. Nathan actually had all of them.
I did.
You have a clipping on your counter right now.
I have one clipping, but I wasn't a huge fan of the growth pattern.
No.
The leaves were fantastic, but not the growth pattern.
Yes. If he doesn't get his satisfaction at 3 leaves, it's gone. Gone as in not throw out. My God, let's not be mean, but... So we got a new leaf coming in. I just keep her right at the bottom. And that's about it. I don't do a whole heck of a lot with her. You want me to rotate? Let's rotate.
You just do what you do. Like,
it's because I just talk, and I actually forget that we're filming.
You know what? They didn't watch the first video. We told them that you were going to talk.
Yeah, touche. You should watch that. I'll talk about quality. That was horrible.
Guys, you know what? Just for giggles, just to go see how bad it is, go take a look at it. Our first intro video.
So this was my plant tour. I actually don't know how many plants I have. I will count them when we're done recording. I'm not done. This is my yucca. I've had this for about a year. Doesn't like a whole lot. It does like a lot of light though. So a yucca. They're an acquired taste, but I have the acquirements. It's
your taste, not necessarily mine, but it's got its perks.
This one up here is a Zeka. This was gifted to me. This is a new one in my collection. I think it's cute. And terracotta pot and light. This one we have is a Hoya. This is, I don't want to say one of the more basic Hoyas, but this is one of the ones that you can go into any greenhouse and pick up. So this is just a regular little Hoya. Grows well, loves light, likes to be watered Hoya. And the same as the one right beside it. This is a nether Hoya. Same, you can go to the greenhouse, and they generally have these two close side by side that you can pick up. I do have this one on a heart trellis. You can't see that, but that's under there. And I just keep winding her. So fun fact, they do like to be wrapped counterclockwise, not clockwise. So fun fact for you. So if they're not wrapping, try and wrap the right way. Just learn that. Here, little tiny air plant. Air plants are awesome. Nathan explains it really well in his video, so you can go watch that one to get an update on the air plants. Then we dive right into a neon pothos. This guy needs a little bit of love, but if you look here, I'm going to show you the roots in this guy are just massive. So an up pot is definitely going to happen for this guy sooner rather than later. Chunky mix. They like to be dried out and then completely and utterly saturated. Next is Christmas cactus. This was gifted to me. Nathan's father actually had given him a couple clippings from his massive one that he's had for over 20 years. And I was very fortunate enough to get one. So this is a very old Christmas cactus. And we're going to see if I can keep this guy going. Up here, we have a variegated jade. This one is on the cusp of coming and going, coming and going. It is really pretty, though, if you look at the variegated parts of it. They definitely like a lot of light, and I think I need to try and get this one as close as possible to the light. So this up here, it's not close enough. We have a propagation of a ficus tiki?
Taniki.
Thank you.
You're so close.
I was so close. Big root ball in here. Pull that out. We got a new leaf sprouting in, if you can see that. And this I just have in water right up here. And it seems to be quite happy. So I'm going to give it a little bit. I'm going to give it a few more months and just keep it in the water and let her go. This one is my whale fin. I absolutely love this one because it looks like a bloody whale fin. Thick. I mean, they're thick. They're hardy. Cacti soil, which this one needs a repot, but I'm not going to do that until the springtime. We've got a little shoot happening. You can't see that yet, though. So we'll see what that one gives me. I just picked this one up. I am in love with this one.
I really like this one too.
I know, like it's just...
such big leaves.
So this one was the... Let me just quickly read what this one was again.
Raphidophora dragon tail.
You got it. I don't even know why I try. Yeah, so this is a dragon tail. So look at this leaf. Look at that.
That's...
like...
I love when they split.
I just love it. This is very hardy. I've got chopsticks in there, as you can see, holding her up. Oh, dragon tail. It says it right there. Bloody heck. Huge leaves. The stalk.
Like this is good for prop, right? Because you'll be able to split in a few little areas and you'll be able to actually root fairly quickly.
I don't want to yet, but yeah, we're going to. Especially with this new one coming out and the splitting that's happening. I want to see what this one does. So this one I just have right in the light, and I'm just kind of letting it crawl wherever it wants to. And then I'll figure out what I want to do with it. If I want to put it on something, give it something to climb up. I haven't decided. I'm just enjoying it right now, actually. I just want to enjoy it. And then we have another air plant. I keep this in, you put them in whatever you want, which is neat. So I've just got coral crystals and just some rocks inside of there. Gives it a cool look. Super dusty. Don't mind the dust. No judgment.
Renovation zone again.
Oh, the renovations are killing me.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah, this is good. Water it this way. So down in the water, 20 minutes that side, flip her over, 20 minutes that side. And when you're letting them dry, make sure you let it dry this way so it doesn't get moldy inside. Because we want that new growth to come out, not be moldy inside. And that's how it... So if you can see that.
See, the water would build up in there and would rot.
That's exactly it.
So you definitely need to make sure that they get turned upside down so
to
the
dry,
water can
just like this.
Out. Right.
And what did you say about the curly? The more water...
The more water you give it, the straighter those will actually be. There'll always be a curl to it, but they will straighten out.
So this one we can tell does not get watered enough.
As often.
But we know, and you will definitely start to know by following us more, Crystal has watering issues. Hence, I don't do it very often. Okay, so this one is in the family of the snake plant. What is this one called again?
I believe it's a cylindrical snake plant.
There we go. I just really like it. I just really like it. There's tons of new little growth coming in. You could see all of that.
Yeah, there is quite a bit in there, right?
And if you give it a squeeze, it does feel like a snake plant. It's just a little baby version of it. Terracotta pot.
Helps keep the moisture off of it.
We're going to do a video about pots, guys. And then we can tell you, in our opinion, why we have everything and what we have. And then it can be... So this one, I'm very proud of this one. This is my Philodendron Ring of Fire. This one I've had in cabinet, out of cabinet, and it seems to be okay out of cabinet as long as it's getting its light and I don't let her dry out. Actually, this one should be a him. He's a him. He's a him. I will admit though, in cabinet, the aerial roots do grow bigger. So that is one upside to the cabinet.
They'll try to clean something, or if that was on a pole, or if you had a moss collar around it or something.
Yeah, exactly. But I am getting new growth right here. So that's going to pop out sooner rather than later and be beautiful. You can see here, this is one of the new leaves that I had just gotten. If you can see the color of that, they really are, it looks like a ring of fire. And that's hence where they get their name from, right? The pink, and then the pink goes more darker. And
I like the edges, the shapes of the edges as well.
Oh, I just love this. And then I'm going to get Nathan to pan down because my shelf goes across the entire living room.
Right.
And I have extra room for when renos are done.
For all those impulse buys that happen.
Yes. So I have a whole half of a shelf. I can't wait. I can't wait to fill that. I have a problem. We have a huge project coming. We are going to start that. So the project is going to be happening in this area of the house. So I am going to be moving my new succulent home over here. And we're going to take you with us step by step as we go through that. So any questions, I want you guys to comment, give our video a like, and hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you guys soon.